Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Yen Vision and today, as we know that it's a World Environment Day, and it's a very important day for all the people and researchers who work on the environment. And as we know that it's very important for us and for all the humans and all the people, because it's to know about environment, because nowadays environment is a very burning topic and it's a hot cake topic too, and it's very important to create awareness among us so that we can have a clean and a safe environment for us and also for the future generations. And so for that, I thought that I could share some information and facts and to create a video on my channel on today on 5th of June, so that every one of us can have information and facts about today's Environment Day, so that you guys can have a knowledge of Environment Day. So it's a World Environment Day, and it's celebrated annually every year all over the world on the 5th of June. And it is this day is celebrated to create awareness and to protect the environment and its harmful effects of the from the pollution, also from the climatic change among us. And also it is being supported by different non-governmental organizations like NGOs, business institutions, government officials, government institutions, and also by the United Nations. And as we know that the United Nations play a pivotal role in playing in all around the world in different sectors and different fields and departments all over the world to create on different topics. And so United Nations also play an important role on this particular day to create awareness among the people and make it safer for the humans from the harmful effects of pollution or other problem activities. And now we come to the World Environment Day, its history and significance. And it all started in the year 1972 by the United Nations in the Stockholm city of Sweden. And it started on 5th of June and then ended on the 16th of June 1972. And in this conference, there were discussions about the human interactions with the environment, and so that the humans and the environment can stay side by side, and so that it will be beneficial for both the humans and also for the environment also. And after 1 year later, in 1973, the first Environment Day was celebrated in the 5th of June, and the theme was Only One Earth. And this objective was to consider the problems of the within the United Nations of the problems of the human environment, and also to focus the attention of the governments and also the public opinions to the various importance of the problem that come into way in the environment, so as to mitigate those problems, so that that must be a clean and safe and pollution free environment for the humans. Now, these are the convention that adopted in the following. The common principles were maintained to help the people to protect and conserve the environment. The financial and the institutions and various institutes came forward to protect and conserve the environment. The awareness were really getting started from those days, and there were plan were prepared to make 109 recommendations. And also the main aim was to identify and quantify the environmental crisis, the problems, and to make people aware and to make a pollution-free environment. Now we come to the World Environment Day today, 2024, which is being celebrated in the all over the world, and it's hosted by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, Asia. And today, this year's theme is the land restoration, desertification, and the drought resilience. And now, the land restoration, what it's all about, it's a short information I will give it to you about the land restoration. And it's a restoration of the land to the different or the previous state and purposefully, so that the ecological communities can be stable, there can be a clean pollution, and the biodiversity can be regained, so that the species and the diversity, the flora and fauna can stay in side by side of the plants and the animals interactions can play an important role in the ecosystem, and to restore the land to the historically, so that as the humans produce the agriculture crops in the historical time of era in the previous times. And so what I said, that the humans, plants, and animals can have their own way of living in a proper manner, so as to make the ecosystem balance in a proper way. Now this is the desertification and the drought. Desertification is the land degradation of a fertile land to a desertified land, and it's done by the natural practice or by the human activities. And the factors of the desertification is that the climate change or that is when there is a weather or the climate change in a particular area, it results into a change of vegetation, change of geography or soil properties of a particular area, and that resulted into a change of this fertile land onto a degraded land or a desertified land. And also the over exploitation of the cell of the soil, as we know that the humans use those for soil resources, like digging the soil for minerals, getting the minerals from the underground, or getting the coal from the underground, or over exploitation of the forest resources from the soil, that results us into loosen up the soil properties, and that result into the soil fertile to a degraded land or a desertified land. And this part of activity is found in the Gobi Desert in Asia and also in the Mongolia. And this desertification have resulted into major impacts like the sand, dust storm, and also the food problems take place in this particular area, because if the vegetation of the agriculture crops disappear, there will be no more food crops present in a particular area, and that will be a major problems for the native people, and there will be no more food for their own feeding, and also that will result into immense increase of poverty of this particular region. And also the drought is a prolonged dry period region situation in a natural climatic cycle that results in the lack of precipitation, lack of rainfall, many shortage of water in a particular area, and that's also impacted into wildlife fire. And we know this wildlife fire can have resulted to burning of the forests, resulting the death of the floras and also the faunas, and that resulted into biodiversity loss as well. And that as we know that in the forests and all those, the species diversity are very higher. And so if this drought comes into impact, then there will be no more water for this biodiversity. Floras and faunas won't be having any water for their own feeding. And also there will be dry wetlands, and as we know that wetlands are a rich species community areas which consists of both the terrestrial species and also the aquatic species. So wetlands, if the wetlands become dried out, then there will be no more species that will reside in the wetlands, as there will be no more water for their own feeding. So drought resilience focuses on to the prepare communities to prevent drought and to recover them from the drought areas, and to conserve water so as to they can feed on those waters in the future times, and to have a new water sources, so that if there is no more water present in a particular region, they can have a new source of water for their own feeding, and to improve the watershed level, and to have a communities resilient to the drought, so as to they can prevent themselves from drought activities. And as we know that the drought and the desertification is very threatened to our life and all the livelihoods, and the biodiversity and communities, they respond to these threat activities, they mitigate the problems in their own way, so that they can stay for long time, and to adapt to the negative effects of the climate change. And also, and finally, it's very important to improve the human health, because all these activities, all this environment is ultimately for the human purposes. So this is all about the World Environment Day. This is a short video about the Environment Day of in general, and Environment Day of today's 5th June 2024. And I hope this video will be helpful for you to gather information and knowledge about Environment Day. And in the next video, I will be back in environmental science topics, notes, and various information about the environmental science which we have in IGNOU syllabus in MSc in Environmental Science. So, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe, share and comment, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much. See you soon.